we needed.
All right,
best Inferno team.
That's the mindset I'm going into this with. G2 is the best Inferno team in the world. Yes. I'm going to couch all my criticisms with that sense of relativity.
Yes. Okay, I'm happy. I'm excited for that, and we'll get to see how Vitality compare to the best in the world,
in the business.
Inferno in particular. Let's get it going. Stage 2, round 4. I got Joe Tool, I got Adam Hawthorne, and I got Counter-Strike. What more do I need?
I know, that is quite a quadruple of things.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Right, Zywoo jumps across and says no one's home, but it's not true.
That's not true. Zywoo's a liar. He's going to run back into the bomb site off the balcony, descending down to safety.
Well, you know, nobody's busted up this massive stack they've got going on. 2 on left side mid, 2 on the right side of mid. Quiet jumps, well done from Heavy Gun and Mobs, not screwing anything up. It's tricky, that jump. You can make a footstep with ease. The question becomes, how do they want to make this look? Backing off now towards the bottom of T-Ramp. Zywoo still not spotting anything. They'll now shift over towards the B bomb site. G2's done a great job of just obfuscating what they're going to do.
They certainly have. They've kept them in the dark. They're taking their sweet time.
Yeah, they really are. Quite slow, a lot of time.
Yeah, quite a lot of time, in fact.
It's now 7:02. Well, we've got Heavy Cod taking a headshot on Zywoo. First blood drawn, and the rest of G2 are going up banana.
How's that for your pistol round if you're Zywoo? What a fun time he's had.
Yeah, right.
Got to run around, get his steps up. And now it's all Apex. It could be a very fun pistol if Apex is able to step up, or it could be a miserable one.
I think the problem is Apex is going to have to get like 2 kills. Oh, that's actually not a bad start. Gush, SunPayus.
He got it?
Nah, it's too deep. Went past him. Good step forward. And now you just kind of tap at a random timing and hope and pray. Flamesy got one on the other side. That's the lurk of Heavy God towards Long. And now Apex can sit and wait for his team.
Woo. Apex with a lot of utility here. Hunter burning, going to the back of the bomb side, and there's one extra shot that lands. Hunter gone, advantage now with Vitality.
He's done enough, Apex. He's done it all to set up this retake.
That's exactly how their game plan was, right? If they do come B, I'll delay, I'll make it easy for us on the way back in. Malm's going to disrupt that, a lovely couple of kills. The third is right there for the taking. Couldn't find it. Evasive maneuvers, double kill out of Rops. And Mezzy even had the kit as well. So Vitality, they kind of accounted for everything there. That is immediately proof that you can play 1B even if the team eventually ends up there with the way Apex approached this.
I mean, he does great damage, obviously, in the planter with the Molotov and some of the spam. He gets that Gush earlier onto a player as well. That's an easy cleanup. But I think the real kind of the thing that really won Vitality this round was Heavy God, I think, played way too early on that lurk long. He was the first death before they even executed into the B bomb site. So that made it very easy for everyone to shift over and not be concerned about their backside. Felt like I had a follow-up there, but I stopped short, you know?
I got distracted.
There were some places you could take that. It was there.
Certainly.
It was right there.
However, we're right back into the action. The action is unfolding before our very eyes. SunPayus is coming up brackets and no one home to report. So they're going to leave that massive long gap. I wonder who's responsible for that. Are you just going to kind of hedge your bets that there'll be like a telegraph nature, there'll be some smokes? You can see that Mezzy's like half-heartedly considering this as an option.
Just being sure, yeah. I mean, yeah.
They're going to throw a smoke, right? There'll be flash.
Well, I mean, on a round like this, you just never know. Like, you've seen it many of times, right? Like, you never know when someone's going to try and make it that tricky. Obviously, the smoke is the intelligent thing to do, but sometimes doing the silly thing works out just fine.
Especially when a lot of teams are leaving. When they do start 3B, just leave the long gap open, double up apps and short pit. Apex and Flames, this B duo.
Mobs making a lot of noise. He's going to be held back by the fire. Apex calling to boost his teammate up. They assemble the boost. They put Flames in the elevated position. Now Mattis has moved out middle.
Actually, they haven't had to use a whole lot of their utility to get any of this map control because Vitality went with 3 rifles as well. They've got players who are going to be a little bit low on nades, which is why they've gone passive. It's very late in the round, 28 seconds. Man, G2's running this super low. I don't know where you head. I think you have to wrap around the A bomb site.
Yeah, they're going to throw a Moto smoke so they can kind of channel through the 2 of them. Mezzy's going to be able to disrupt that, though. Rops in pit.
Rops does very well. SunPayus going to be taken out. Back to Deagle. Mattis can't make it happen as he turns around, but Hunter and Heavy God still hitting hard as they get into the bomb site. And the jump up from Zywoo from the mini pit, and it'll end up being a double to close.
ZywOo stops the plant first as well when he jumps up, ignores the other player not looking at him. So smart play there. Deny the extra cash going over to the G2 side of things. And Vitality living the dream, loving life.
Am I, armchair analyst a bit too hard to the sun, a bit too close to the sun with the three-quarter smoke criticism? I just feel like that gave Mezzy this opportunity. It's 20 seconds. They're going to have to finish A, and I can now play around your three-quarter smoke.
I think it's not that you're wrong. I think in a round like that where you have mostly Tech 9s, though, it's really nice to have that smoke to get close and creep up because you don't have to worry about the flight from library. Maybe you can burst through it as well with the flashbang and kind of close the gap on the player inside the bomb site.
Sure. Yeah, I just think a library smoke would have served their desires. Well, not much to be said about this one for the best Inferno team in the world.
Also, maybe they were feeling it might open up the possibility for the B split, so it would have to keep a defender nervous.
Yeah, if there was 50 seconds on the clock.
But that's the fun of Counter-Strike. There's a lot of ideas, and they don't always work the way you like them to.
Yeah, it's all about the way you react to them. And I think Mattis actually had the jump on Mezzy there, so it was just a bit of a shortcoming on his part, spamming the deagle, maybe a bit of movement inaccuracy playing a part in that as well. You'd love a little bit of movement off the SunPayus util, right? Looks like he's going to be lining up for something in the end.
I feel like it's got to be a Halls pop, right? You have 3 players already in Halls with a bomb. You have the Tech 9s. You don't really have any utility to scale properly, so having that choke point you can just try and explode out of is the way to go. So there's the small pit smoked off, and the flashes will be to activate them out Halls.
Well, that three-quarter smoke deployed again. Heavy God.
Yikes.
That'll be mollied away, and that's coming at the wrong time for G2's intended attack, because they have to slow down.
Now they know it's coming now.
Yeah, and now they can position. They were a little bit further away from the site, but now ZywOo's gone deep into the bomb site. This round was difficult to begin with for G2, but now it's going to be incredibly difficult. We've got ZywOo waiting. Watch Nick come out on the balcony. Nice and clean from ZywOo. His teammates go down, but ZywOo so clean from the bomb site. Secures himself a beautiful 4K.
They threw your three-quarter smoke again, Alex, and you notice it kept that third player in CT spawn. So there's some things there.
Did do that.
And I noticed it just because they've thrown it a decent amount in these first 3 rounds, right? So
hello, production.
Oh, hey guys. Hey,
how's it going?
Doing?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
That was production. Hope you guys all enjoyed that peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I like the countdowns we get as well on the way back in.
Those are cool.
Yeah, it's cool to show the production room. Such a pretty production room as well. Why not get it on camera?
Just love the way they've decorated it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
They could do with a few more plants in there, though.
They've got like cozy lights, it's not like a nasty like overhead fluorescent.
It looks like it was designed, an IKEA showroom, and here it's done,
It's with lots of buttons and levers and
designed to be inside of it for 12 hours a day.
Yep.
Full buy for both sides. AKs and Galils on the board for G2. Plenty of utility. They got some control base and banana.
It's time for G2 to show us what they can do on the gun rounds. As the best, the absolute best Inferno team that we've got in the world.
In the world.
Well, Flash is going to go into banana. And Lem's going to peek over the top of the half wall with it, not spotting too much down that.
A lot of real estate being given again by Vitality.
Yeah.
It's not a criticism, not a positive or a negative, just
but it's
an
just an observation, yeah, Jace. I mean, they're like sitting back, just giving some space here to G2.
It makes some sense. You got ZywOo with the AWP, right? Let him have those long-angled fights, let him get into good positions, and also G2, peek from Mezzy, spots a lot of information, and ZywOo's able to pick up the pieces off of that intel.
Well, the bomb is now down, and G2 have fallen to just 3 players here. 25 seconds, not a lot of time, and so much ground to gain. It's not a round that really got going here for G2, and ZywOo could shut it down here, but he moves off the angle.
Oh, this is really dangerous.
Dude, what?
This is, okay, he's going back to library. He's going to be there in time.
Yeah, well, now he's got the angle into the site as well, so it actually worked out perfectly here for ZywOo. As he's going to be smoked out. He's not going to connect the shot, but erupts in the site. One more off the box. Time is gone. Not enough to plant it. G2 fumble in the first buy round. They don't even get close to a bomb plant there, and it ends up being a 4-0 lead established here for Vitality.
G2, I hope they have some 3D Max strategies in that playbook. Get a little bit of pace change going on here.
You always hear about like a Fnatic or a Gamer Legion. Why is no one calling a 3D Max?
I don't know. It remains to be seen, but the 3D Max finish is one of the most feared finishes in the whole scene.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from, of course, Jim Pat, Alexi B.
Sunny. Alu. And everybody's favorite.
Yeah, Alu would be the top of the list, actually, as far as feared finish go.
And Natu.
Ooh, you're Nalepanen. That's what his name is.
Yeah, it's a nice little sing-song name.
It was a good one for my little ticks. I just every time I saw him, I couldn't stop saying it's full. You're Nalepanen. Trying to sound Finnish. Not easy to sound Finnish. It's a very unique sound, and I don't have it.
Dude, I love it though.
Yeah, me too. It's just that I love when someone's talking to you, where you like random face it. You're like, I know where you're from for the first words you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful though. It sounds great.
I want to go sauna with them.
Sauna.
All right, Big Woo.
Oh no, Mobs is just absolutely bruised by the utilities. 46 HP, Hunter's 48. I mean, it doesn't get much worse if you're G2 to kick off a round.
Well, to be fair to me, they did go with what I wanted with a little pace change, a quick banana take. Maybe this is why I'm not coaching any longer, because they ate a ton of nades off of it. That's the life of banana.
Yeah, it is. Early banana.
You just run that risk. You roll the dice of which grenades are going to land on you.
You know how the saying goes, Jason. The early banana catches the nade.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what they say.
Wise man did say that once.
That.
Counter-Strike philosophies to live by.
Yep.
Now that would be a book that would sell.
Oh, this is one of those cool waterfall ones. Fully plumes out.
Yeah, I like it. The little balcony. The balk.
For more efficiency.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Absolutely. Here in mid. Lining up a smoke.
They're loving this three-quarter smoke, Alex. You're gonna get a lot of. There's a lot of use cases this for you, so you can see exactly what they're gonna utilize it for. You're getting the whole classroom today.
Yeah.
To be fair, that one round, Alex, you were right though, right? Like it
This
doesn't.
one?
You know, you weren't saying it about the three-quarter smoke in every round.
It was conditioning.
Exactly. It was that one smoke. That
So
one
it has
round.
facilitated Malbs and Mattis to walk up on this, and now it's being overlooked by this setup. Apex responsible for it, but kind of in two minds about where his crosshair should be. Mezzi and Apex crossfire on site. Rob's in this elevated position on the bow.
Well, it's all come crumbling down for G2. Let's talk about conditioning, Alex. Conditioning. G2 conditioning Vitality into believing that they're not the world's best Inferno team. They're just going to catch them in the first half, and then they're going to show us a little bit later on.
Yeah, let's stick with that. Let's stick with that line of thinking.
I mean, they've left it to 20 seconds again, getting into the bomb site, or trying to get into the bomb site. They failed to do so.
They're doing some cool things, I think. A lot of the problem is Vitality's just like, we're happy to play passive because you guys can do whatever you want on the map.
Yeah.
When it comes to taking the bomb sites, you haven't shown us you can do it.
Yeah. That's like the saying goes, a frag in the site is better than two in the mid.
Yeah. Yeah. That is, yeah.
As the saying goes.
That is, yeah.
Another one for the book, and
Yeah.
now SunPayus. And he's at the front. He's got the AK. He was blinded, and he was just stomping right through flames.
If they try and pick up the pace, they might think this is the second player, but there's a third defender waiting behind the boxes.
On across, he'll use that smoke to try and maneuver forward. Just ends up running into the last bullet of Apex. He had that with the pistol as well in the first round. Last bullet of his USP. This time it's the M4 and Mezzi, the loose piece. No one's ready for him.
Oh,
Lovely.
Mezzi.
So sick.
Yeah, you love to see that.
G2 lost that round 30 seconds before they realized it.
Yeah.
Heavy God has been the lurk a number of times, so they're not super concerned. Plenty of cover. Rop's keeping his head on a swivel, and Vitality up 6-0. This is going a little rough right now if you're in the G2 camp. That best Inferno team in the world having a tough day in the office today. Good triple kill from Mezzi. Yeah, you can't laugh at him like that. That's just rude.
Well. G2 really having a tough time at the moment.
A mid push at it on top.
Yeah, throw that in. Protected by the Zywoo AWP. Mezzi. Oh, he's worried about the shots out towards T-Stairs, but Mattis never looks down middle. And how has Mezzi got both?
I would legged SunPayus right before the follow-up peak, so an easy cleanup for Mezzi that probably saved his life. So Vitality today on point. Look at this, though. Mobs, he's going to try and exploit the gap. They're aware of the possibility, and it's a low HP Mezzi called to take care of it.
Mezzi looking really sharp right now. Minute 10 on the clock.
It's kind of weird right now because, ooh, that's
Okay.
unfortunate. Oh, Mezzi probably feels really safe. This position from Rops is like nice for information and halls, right? But he's actually like, you can't stop anything at the moment.
Yeah, and ZywOo certainly can stop with the AWP, but he's going to be smoked out. So Rops is going to stop Heavy God. Likely not going to happen, though, as Heavy God still clears Rops. ZywOo sends one shot back, and keeps Vitality ahead in the players department. They're starting to rotate those two remaining players over from B, and Hunter and Heavy God, they've actually fought themselves into a winnable position.
Yeah, they have, but they have no utility left, just this Molotov. There's no smoke to actually block this choke point, so ZywOo gets those deep sight lines quite effectively. There's plenty of utility for the Vitality retake. 2 more Molotovs, 3 flashbangs, and HE just chucked out. They can carpet bomb that entire bomb site and move their way in.
Heavy God just waits up on the balcony. Hunter in the site, knows the fight's coming his way first. He's gonna peek out, it's Flames to drop him, and then Apex sends a bullet up into the apartments, and the 2v3 ends up being very easy for Vitality. That's a flawless streak so far. 7 rounds in a row.
Craig Revel Horwood. 7. That's a very niche reference, but
British, I assume.
British television.
Yeah.
Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, is that still going?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched it in about 10 years, but
Yeah.
maybe Craig Revel Horwood's still at it. You know? Oh dear. Actually, I have a horrible feeling.
A horrible feeling.
Well, not a horrible one.
It's
but
sinking. Just an unfortunate one.
Is he cool? He's cool. He's cool. He's cool.
Oh, he's cool.
He's cool.
You never really know these days. He's one of the cool ones, apparently.
There were some Craig Horwood fans in the chat that were about to lose their minds.
That's right. All 3 of them.
23 seasons of Strictly Come Dancing, been running since 2000.
Oh no, Craig is leaving Strictly.
No!
Oh, he just wants to enjoy life. Now he's turned 60.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That
60's a good
fair
age.
enough, yeah.
60's a good age.
Put in a good shift.
Yeah.
Well, G2 is going to be leaving T-Spawn. They don't really have a round on the board yet. That'd be a nice thing to collect.
No, not really. But they're getting closer, Jason.
Yeah,
You know?
I
Last round they got the bomb planted.
Like maybe you know, it's not my place to
Here we go.
not my place to analyze, but
Take it away.
I think what G2 really need here is kills. You know, they need to get more kills than they currently have in order to win the rounds.
3 players with 1 kill each.
That's not enough, Dinko.
No.
That's my analysis.
Yeah, I would concur with that, Alex.
Well, Heavy God just missed an opportunity to take down ZywOo, but I like the pace change. I like the fact that they're applying this pressure early. Look at it's brought a 4th player over. It's forcing some of the nades out, and without the commitment, G2 have found themselves gaining an advantage with that early aggressive move.
Apex isn't buying it, though. He kind of stuck around for the potential, but with Mezzi and ZywOo doubling up alongside, he's actually going to be just delivering more utility. Flames gets another opportunity to block, and he will replenish. Perfect. No gaps.
Is the Flame solo B-hole going to be enough? He doesn't really find himself in a comfortable enough position to run back and grab the smoke yet, but here he goes. He's going to go pick it up. Apex is going to be sprinting over.
Hang on, wait. If G2 get kills here, they might be able to win the round.
That is true. Absolutely. 35 seconds left if they move fast enough as well, but they aren't really listening to you, Alex, right now.
Kill.
They have not taken any kills.
Kill them.
Finally
Like that.
a kill. One more kill.
I'm telling you,
2
Dinko.
kills. And Heavy God's picked him up.
That's a very weird take. That's a that was a very
I think it's a pretty fair take from Alex.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was really judgmental of you, Jason. Look, there I am.
You're right, take it away.
Giving them the win condition, and we're starting to see, this is going to be G2's first round because they got more kills than Vitality did in a way.
Well, far be it from I to play-by-play, but Hunter now over in the water as well, flanked out by Rops. Massive frag, spin through the coffins, and Heavy God now waiting. Oh, he can do this. 4 HP and a dream that is going to be ripped out of his hands. Rops yet again.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw
Not enough kills.
We saw more killing though, and it was one of the closest rounds we've seen from G2 in pursuit of getting off of the goose egg.
But it was only Heavy God listening, and that's a problem. 8-0 right now for Vitality. Looking like, you know, the best Inferno team in the world right now. Vitality, you gotta say, it's something special.
How 8 rounds can change things.
Let's go!
Woo!
Assistant coach Matt behind Vitality. Xtaz is away.
Yeah, not feeling too well.
Yeah, he's under the weather.
I feel like Apex has just been like making a list of all the teams like winning events and beating them over the past like 3 months, and he's just like, you know what, as soon as my team snaps back into form, I'm putting all these up in the prac room, and I'm just going to go on a tear of vengeance.
I don't know if it was in content or an interview, but I remember that Apex was telling her that he actually started writing down lines in the book that he knew would upset people, you know? Like he just takes notes, keeps it when he needs it.
For some smack talk?
Yeah. I mean, any sort of psychological warfare.
He's an old school smack talker, right? Like most of the new guys keep things within the game. The old school guys are just like, I will ruin your entire life and family just to get you off your game.
Exactly.
Dude, he just does it everywhere. I remember playing table tennis against Apex, and he was like, it wasn't even close. He was just destroying me verbally and also in table tennis.
A verbal lashing.
Yeah.
All right, Rops. You got Heavy God lurking over at the truck. Close up. He can turn that corner. Very, very quick, and Rops obviously has no clue what's coming.
Setup is potent. That's the info. He knows he's mantled up. Will fake it out. Swings on in. Damage inflicted. SunPayus finally brings down Robs. Mezzy and Apex, though.
Ooh, nice flash.
Yeah, good flash indeed. He should lose his life. No one cleared it. Oh, he managed to hide out enough to draw attention. Apex profits. Pulls out the USP. It's up to ZywOo versus Hunter.
Yeah, ZywOo still far, far away, so time for Hunter. Must have this round. G2 still stuck on 0 on this T-half.
Yeah, the in-game leader looking to deliver it. ZywOo, timing. Hunter just looked away as ZywOo comes through, but the head shows. And Hunter will grab that first round win here for G2.
Okay, much, much needed to at least get something going in this half. Now you have to see if you can build upon it. The money for Vitality is great. Another full buy coming in. ZywOo's on his AWP. There are a couple buys. Should be fine for the rest of this half, so G2's got to do it the hard way. They did kind of clear Mezzy, I think. Didn't clear it when they were up on the top step, so they couldn't quite see that he was ducked down. But either way, nice clutch from Hunter. Good reposition inside the bomb site, and ZywOo dropped.
Oh, well, Hunter immediately having a little bit of an issue here. His headset became unplugged, so quite easy to replug that. He's having a little smile across the table here. Let me see. He's looking at Apex. All right.
It looks like Apex wants to say something right back to him. All right, so obviously a little bit of a tech issue. We'll see what the
where is Hunter gone?
He's just slid to the side. You know, let the people do their work.
Oh, where is he gone? He's disappeared, Jason. He's gone into a portal.
He might have. He might have actually.
There we go.
There
Thank you.
He's back.
We solved the mystery.
That's great. Doing his own work as well.
Yeah,
you love that out of a
this.
player. Taking the responsibility to get onto the table, unplug things from the dark back of the computer. It's a scary place to be. You never know which way that USB goes in.
Do you ever feel claustrophobic when you get under a desk like that, Jason? Like when your back's like touching the top of the desk? You might get trapped in there, you know?
Yeah.
You might, yeah, you feel that, Alex?
Go on, Dinko. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
Give me more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't usually go under the table.
Okay, up there. That's a nice save.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm too...
All right, Monica.
All right, let's get. What are the kills looking like this game? Let's see
they
who's
got
top
more.
fragging.
Yeah, more.
Previously.
Yeah,
They do
Hunter
have
had
more.
more kills than previous day. All right, I'm going to check the mailbag because you did ask them to fill it up earlier, Alex. All right, caster question.
Are you going to read it out blind or maybe a little proof?
No, I'm
Just a
proofreading.
little.
I'm not going to do that. Henry did that on the first day, and we realized that's a risk.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, we have Nicole saying, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I hope
What's
you're
up,
all
Nicole?
having a good day. Could I get a shout out for myself and my girlfriend, Kat here? There you go.
What's up? Wait,
Nicole.
Nicole and Katya?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Nicole and Katya?
What's up?
Good evening.
How's it going?
All right, G2, more kills needed. Not off to the races, though, as Flames takes the first. Mobs is gone. And out of the first round win for G2 into a tech pause and into a 4v5 recovery mission.
Low HP on SunPayus and Mattis. I'm so impressed with Vitality's the teamwork. It feels like the communication where we've watched Vitality previously. Some of like the ways in which I guess some of these losses have been disappointed. We always feel like, you know, maybe there's some miscommunication issues that are popping up that weren't there in the past. Some little differences in cohesion. Today they look so on point. They're looking great right now against G2.
Yeah, really, really polished.
Especially considering this is the best Inferno team we have in Counter-Strike.
I mean, sometimes when you are at the tippy top of the pyramid, as Vitality have been for such an extended period of time now, sure, it's up for debate, you know, but obviously you're trying to kind of hit your power level and peak right at that major. But when you are in that position, sometimes it takes a loss against a gentle mate, you know, a disruptive, you know, maybe they play a little differently than you're expecting. Maybe you did underestimate your opponent. That kind of slap, you know, that's the like diver's reflex kicks in like, oh.
ZywOo's dead. Ooh, he made it. He somehow made it.
I mean, it's just two of them here, so it's still really awkward.
We got Mezzi, though.
This is interesting. This is like the one time they haven't thrown the three-quarter smoke to show a B-Rap, and they're wrapping B.
Oh, Mezzi. Here he is on the tree. Moved off the angle. Oh, my goodness. Okay, he's got by. Apex gets his gun. What is happening? Absolutely confused.
There's no way Apex could have done anything. He found out they were there.
10 seconds, that's the time. Flames could still end this. He can still stop this. They line up and they're all down. There's no more time left. They can't plant. And the round is won by Flames.
You just watched two members of Vitality completely pants, caught off guard, absolutely
bewildered.
owned. And they still lose. G2 can't catch a break. That's supposed to be number 2. Oof.
Oof indeed.
Real oof.
And they even got kills in this one.
Oh, wow. You know,
G2's been playing a dangerous game with the clock a couple of times throughout this half, like 3-4 rounds throughout this half. You know, that's you're going to get punished once in a while when you're playing that game.
Yeah. Hello, guys. I don't have much to say. I just want to say you're doing a good job.
Keep it up.
Everything is beautiful.
Everything is going well.
Je suis very happy.
Mais oui. just suis very happy.
Very happy.
Sound like a Brit on holiday.
I thought you'd like that.
That's good.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Uno Biero, por favore.
The only French I know is from watching the old French teams play, like Je suis blanc when they get flashed.
Ah,
Sacré bleu.
Je suis blanc.
So I really just use Je suis and anything else I want.
That's pretty good. Yeah. It's a good
My
place to start.
favorite, J Sui. Here we go. Round 11, which in French is 11. P250. Un kills for Mattis. Not going to be happy about that. I shouldn't say kills, more kill. We've got SunPayus at the front of the attack. AWP poking and prodding its way forward very slowly but effectively. And then the flash comes in. Apex also got blinded by it.
I think he might have had a kill if he didn't get blinded, and he might have had 2. He's going to peek out slowly. Hunter challenging.
Oh, smoke's already down, but it's too late. Hunter got past. Then the flash came in, stopped him from moving forward, then the grenade, and Hunter's having a rough old time. So he sends his teammates forward in his stead.
I can't believe Apex just got that. That nade seems so far away. Through the smoke, Flames wheels his way around. It's Apex again to clean it up, and Flames drop by Hunter. Bomb site overrun, but still a massive advantage to Vitality.
Yeah, these are the kind of rounds, though, that I'm not ready to write Hunter out of, especially when it starts like that. Good cover from SunPayus. Hunter the one getting that bomb down. This is actually very proactive. Oh, he had the angle. Doesn't have the bullets. That's just SunPayus on the 1v3. Easy peasy.
Yeah, sure. 1v3, easy peasy in the bomb site. You know, you missed the first shot, though, and it all goes downhill very, very quickly after that. So a 10th round win. The only round that G2 have picked up on this T side is Hunter winning the 1v1 against ZywOo.
ZywOo.
Why'd you say the name like that time?
I don't know.
You gave it a little mustard.
A little bit mustard. Yeah.
You know, because if I say ZywOo, it's kind of boring, Jason. I thought ZywOo.
It's like, you know, you could say bar, or you could say bar. That one for another 3 people in the chat.
Yeah, I know. But those 3 people think it's the best joke ever.
Okay. Oh, I learned about niche. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Halftime is the time. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it. I learned where the origins of the word niche.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Whoa, Apex. Oh my god.
Holy.
How does he come away alive at least? We've got ZywOo now. ZywOo ready inside the middle.
Apex not known to be an AWPer while also having one of those famous AWP highlight clips of all
He's
time.
also like really good with a scout.
He is pretty weirdly good with the scout. NBK used to be weirdly good with the scout at times too. Some non-AWPers are good with the scout.
Yeah, like Chad actually.
Chad's a legit scouter.
He can scout.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be AWPing though.
No, not anymore. He's
Nah,
too
keep him
old.
on the rifle.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a young man's game.
Yeah, Dinko, maybe you're the AWPer of the squad tonight.
I'll AWP. That sounds fun.
Careful, Yanko's in the green room.
Yeah. Take it back.
If I buy the AWP in front of Yanko, he won't let me play with it.
That's so sad.
Like, give me that
felt really
right
So
now.
you did actually just make a very sad voice for that.
Give me that right now.
All right, here we go. Round 12, 50 seconds left. We're starting to get that first salvo of utility out from the T side as they take some basic control. Defensive smokes deployed in unison to mess with the timings across the map. Standard defense from Vitality on the 3-2 split. Shout out to the audio-only listeners.
34 seconds, 33 seconds, 32 seconds for our audio-only listeners. Now 30. They're going to make. They are really running this clock down.
I know, they've been playing this game the whole time.
What year is it?
I know.
This is not 2025.
You know,
Well, look,
there was a lot of people saying they miss VP, and G2 decided they wanted to give us a little bit of a show, a little bit of a teaser, a little taste of what they might have brought to the server. We've got Mattis coming in, SunPayus.
Come on, Big Lou.
He's managed something, and Mattis and Mulps together have got G2 into the round here, and they don't even need to plant. They just get kills. Alex has been telling them all game long. 10-2 scoreline, Vitality in the lead. Woo!
It's feeling rather one-sided right now. Sure, I understand Vitality need 3 rounds and there's a whole 12 to be played, and on the other side of things, G2 barely getting going, barely getting more than 4 frags. On average, that's not how maths works, but I gave it a go. Pretty good. Someone has 4 frags, and Mattis has less than that.
Yeah.
But all of the best games usually start with a stomp on the first map, and then they come back with those crazy quad overtime map 2.
Yeah, but the only way games get exciting really is if the first half is extremely boring.
Yeah, right. Has to start this way for the incredible story of the second half.
Oh, it's going to be majestic. Okay, mid push spotted. What do you do now? What do you do now if you're G2? Do you break it up? 2 fell back, 2 push forward, 1 goes down. Mezzi a little bit blind, but he's aware. He really wanted that fight. He was really looking for it, and now we're in a 2-man advantage. Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Right, meow.
Hunter and SunPayus. Slow and steady over on the A bomb site. B is empty. Bomb's gonna go there eventually, you would imagine.
What I was trying to say is that, like, even if the first map's a stomp,
It's
the second and the third, when they come back, that gets really exciting.
it's the way that you come to me right before we go live and say, I'm going to be really optimistic in this. I'm going to bring an optimistic spin to this intro. And then, oh, looking at the kills of G2, it's actually horrendous. Nobody has anything but 3 kills. That's not how averages work.
An average of some sort? What would be the average right now? Dinko, you're good at maths.
The average of kills
13,
right
3, 6, 6, 4. Go, everyone. Maths.
It would be 8, I would imagine.
Okay, it's a good guess. I
don't know if it is.
No, it's all right.
not.
Twitch chat will tell us. Twitch chat will tell us what's the actual average of their kill total right now, because Twitch chat knows everything.
It's not 8.
Is it 6, Jason?
It's not 4 either, I'll tell you that much.
It's more than, it's like 6.5, I think.
13 plus 3, 6.
It's 32.
32 divided by 5. Yeah, that's where you. That's
No, there we go. That's where all of us stop talking.
Cool. Okay, great.
Well, round 14. And G2, let's just say, desperately need a round win.
Right, but I have a sneaking suspicion they might not. This B stack is one of those ones where you can kind of have another go if they don't come B. Oh, they're trying to fake. They're trying to. Oh. So you throw a half-wall smoke, you don't block them because you want them to come in.
Right.
You want to show like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stop you and I threw the wrong smoke.
Right. Oh, whoa.
Oh no, I'm
Woe is
vulnerable.
me.
I'm alone on B.
Right here for the taking, boys. Come on in. The water's warm.
There is about 1,200 different answers in the Twitch chat right now.
Oh.
The answer is actually 6-7. It's 6-7.
6, 7.
Well,
you.
we're guessing by them being the
No,
correct.
I trust Batale. I
Okay,
can
you
tell. That's
trust
the
him?
name of a mathematician if ever I saw one.
Sure. Sounds like it.
Batale
Ooh.
underscore. Big man.
That is a flying Mac 10. And the A-bomb site is taken. Bomb hustling back. This round is done.
Yeah.
And if you're G2 at a 2-12 scoreline, there's not really a right or wrong answer. Do whatever you feel like at this point. You'd imagine maybe they're going to save some weapons and try again in the next round.
You'll take that Galil. Yoink. Oh, paid a heavy price. Gets his bell rung, and Mattis is trapped on the half wall. He's got your books. Just stay still. His vision is based on movement. He got away.
Well, not looking good for G2's Inferno today. You know, but everybody has a bad day, and this was G2's.
I'm just really happy the game started with the kind of story building that you had, Dinko.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's nice to try and build that story. But sometimes you come crashing down to earth.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a shotgun Apex. The jumping thing, not as cool, not as efficient.
I mean, listen.
They were one of the best Inferno teams in the world. You would say maybe even 2 weeks ago.
It blast open London. They beat Vitality on Inferno in overtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they proceeded to beat big names such as Rooster, Gentle Mates, and Fluxo in
Ooh.
stomps.
Quite a run.
That's how you know.
That's equivalent to their major run.
Yep, couldn't handle Furia.
Unironically.
Yeah, unironic. In fact, it looks like Furia have had their number on Inferno as well. So yeah, maybe Furia are actually the best team on it.
Maybe the best in the world.
Maybe.
Ever.
If you start every sentence with maybe, it's kind of not really poke holes in
You can't get anywhere with that.
Best way to have a
That
conversation.
is maybe one of the skins of all time.
it. Maybe.
SunPayus is figuring out, is it this pixel or this little pixel?
When's he going to throw it? That
Guys,
smoke is about to fade.
Which pixel? This one? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so re-smoking deep. Nobody's trying to take the space with it. They want to execute a late take. There's the smoke. All the nade Molotovs down. Okay, so it's quite a bit of information. 2 spotted. You might have heard one pushing up close as well, or at least assume. And Vitality, let's see. Do they pick up the pace towards the A-bomb site? I think shuffled back by all that spam coming through the smoke. Not wanting to make a decision quite yet, but happy to negate that push and take away some of the resources of G2.
G2 rounds. If I was in Twitch chat, I'd maybe write that. 3 rounds max. There's another great one.
That one's solid.
Very creative.
Yeah.
You were calling them 3D minimum today. I like that too.
3D minute.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Tell you what's good.
Mac 10s.
Yeah.
Spicy fried chicken sandwich.
That's also
Whoa.
very good.
Yes.
Chicken burger though.
Gochujang maybe.
We got ZywOo. He's pretty good. Not this round though. It's going to be Hunter. Taking one, the big old alligator chomping down inside of the site. Messi finally getting rid of SunPayus, and it is Malbs.
Pick it up.
12 seconds, 12 seconds.
Get out of my way.
Beep boop.
Bruh. All right, here we go. 1v2. Malbs, the lobotomizer.
Well, they call him that, but now he has to be the phlebotomist. He needs to draw blood into the side, but Messi getting rid of him. It's going to be Malbs to fall, and Vitality come out on top very comfortably here on Inferno. A 13-2 win. They are stomping their way through Pro League. They had one moment, one slip up against the Gentlemates, and other than that, it's been Vitality terrorizing everyone.
At London final, right? I think they felt that one slipped through their fingers. G2 being able to come out on top in that best of 5. So, yeah, I think they're still a very good Inferno team, obviously.
Not today. Today was a little rough.
Didn't really go the way they hoped for. But we'll see if they can maybe bounce back.
Sure.
Here on Mirage.
Here on Mirage. And we'll see what Vitality's going to be up to. Very dangerous team, and they look sharp. Especially on the CT side, the teamwork was impeccable on Inferno. Changing maps, we'll see what they've got. Vitality going to start attacking into the defense of G2.
And it's quick out middle here from Vitality, and it's a great opening kill from SunPayus, who makes it look so easy. In and out, SunPayus! That is beautiful!
Sun Puppy!
Yeah, that is definitely a daddy play from SunPayus, as he's looking for this last one as well. He wants all 5. And SunPayus, he's got the scent. He knows Rops is around here somewhat. SunPayus with sublime pistol round. Rops into the open, of course. He's going to deny it.
That's the worst way to get your ace taken from you, is Rops hiding behind the boxes in a 1v5. Unreal. Well, I mean, a beautiful sequence from SunPayus. Nothing too difficult, nothing too crazy, just jiggle taps.
Is Rops really the person you want to be chasing down to get an ace? Yeah, 1v4. I've seen it in 1v4s.
You don't get to choose your 5th kill, you know? You're kind of just left with it at the end of the day.
Okay, they're fine.
Well, SunPayus. Great start to the pistol round. And it's going to be G2 off to the races here in Mirage, at least with the first round victory. Here we go. Get to watch that again.
Bang. It's nice, but I mean, that's a round Vitality just called to swing out mid and take the fights. There's obviously no smoke in the window as well, so everything was kind of lined up for him to have a shot at that, and fair play. Lands all the shots is extremely difficult.
They took the fights.
They did take the fights.
Now, not a whole lot going for Vitality in this round. And G2 have an opportunity to get off to a better start. Obviously, that Inferno only winning 2 rounds over that.
Your only danger in this round is that Deagle, is that Rops Deagle.
Well, it can be dangerous.
Couple of P250s in there, Jason. Don't overlook those, especially in the hands of Zaiwu.
The P250 is not a pistol round.
Map.
It's not a pistol round. You know, I'm a big fan of the P250. I'm not trying to slight it in the slightest.
Oh,
But the Deagle is really the weapon that's going to open something up in this round.
If it is indeed opened in any way.
Yeah. Over to the B-bomb site we go.
It's always interesting to me to see. You see where SunPayus is? It's like there's nothing on mid, and he's so far away from B. I mean, granted, there's no smoke. He'll be there in 2 seconds and catch window, but still, you know, if they were doing something, it could be smoked off or someone could hold him. Right? He has this deep angle, but it's a tight angle, so now the bomb can go down. Right? I'm always surprised when I see players do this against Pistol or Zaiwu.
Just laser beams him. Laser beams him in the dome. You're right, though. The opportunity was there for a plant. While we're switching into that first gun round, Chad connected with me in the break with a little statistic for some of you viewers who might not realize this. Matt from Vitality, who is the analyst and now standing in as the coach, was a part of a roster called Emulate, who played at the World Cyber Games back in the day in the final against NOA. This is way back when.
What year was that?
Why is he like telling you stuff you should know about? Do you know this?
I know this, but it wasn't at the forefront of my brain because I don't usually wake up and think about World Cyber Games 2006 and the way that they played against NOA.
No, but it's the one time a French team won. Like, it was a big surprise.
Sure. Yeah, I just, you know, it doesn't get my goat, so to speak. Nice push towards top mid and a follow-up kill.
He beat Zonic in the final, which is why it was funny when they were, you know, had an assistant coach on the same team.
Ooh, okay, well, G2 wants to fight everything. They want to fight everything in middle, and they've won most of them.
And where was this big final played in 2006, Jason?
I don't know. Let me see the rest of the message. The Danish contingent of the roster taking on Zonic. Matt became the champion of the World Cyber Games in 2007. Sorry, not 6. Lifting a trophy over Zonic and NOA, and putting his name in the history book. So that's just a cool piece of history trivia for you.
He's definitely a guy that could be a head coach for a team. I don't know if he wants to.
Yeah, wants to be that guy.
But definitely very knowledgeable about the game. We heard Apex, you know, sing his praises too.
Yeah, everyone at Vitality has always spoke so highly of him and of the work he does. So it's obviously a lot of confidence in having him behind them, even if he's standing in for Xtaz right now as the coach of the team.
You saw Flashy, who was the assistant coach for Blade in Navi, now the head coach of Liquid.
Yep.
Matt obviously been in that position for a while. Okay, so Jason, the reason why Chad was messaging you this is because it was on this day that it happened.
On this day?
It was today.
Well, in my defense, he sent me an audio message, so I didn't get all of like the intricacies of his level and his voice.
He sent you an audio message. Why were you looking at your phone when you were telling us about it?
Because I can read out the transcripts.
Oh, how do you know it's accurate?
I don't.
Exactly.
I'm making a lot of assumptions.
But you see, the reason why Chad sends voice notes is so you can pick up the tone of his voice as well.
Why don't you play it in the
Which is
microphone?
usually jovial,
yes,
but sometimes can be stern.
Sure. Stern but fair is the way to
Mostly
describe
when
Chad.
talking to Rushley.
Hey, Rush is
About his
probably
observing.
gone though. I realize. Who's around now?
Actually, he only works when Chad works.
Oh, that's a rule. Yeah, once it's past, what time is it? Oh yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's
On
absolutely
this day,
Rush
18 years ago, man.
bedtime.
It was a great day. It was a great day. A Wednesday, probably. 4-0. G2 in the lead. Defense looking good. 0 kills on 3 Vitality players. I imagine that's going to change pretty quick. But really, this whole first 4 rounds have just been defined by just getting slaughtered in middle by G2 each and every round of play so far. So let's see if that changes now as they head back in.
And the last gun round, I mean, Vitality was going for a heavy mid default. It's not that they lacked numbers, they just lost the fight. Similar situation in the pistol too, so...
I feel like they had a couple rounds where, like, yeah, the pistol round's a good one, but, like, not throwing, like, going light on utility to kind of, I guess, bully. Maybe, like, send a message a little bit. Maybe see if you could just start running them over the way you did on Inferno, and at least G2 have passed that test.
Well, knowing there's no op in play for G2, right? So you're feeling, okay, with the AKs, we get the advantage. We can go a little bit light on utility, but G2 made them pay. So now they do establish some mid control, but we see an immediate rotation towards A. A lot of utility left. 4 mollies, 4 smokes. 3 smokes.
Yeah, gonna execute here. Heavy God just jiggling.
You have to break through this.
Smoke goes down, and yeah, he's gonna go right into it. I like this risk from Heavy God. They have nades in their hands, and he actually can just backtrack, but he got caught by the flash. Comes in behind them. Look at this. Heavy God making the play, making the step up. He gets the double before going down. Now it's ZywOo and Apex trying to step up in his stead, and now we've got a 3v3.
They can fall back. Robs is lurking on B. He's out in the bomb side.
Time, 20 seconds.
Oh, they can't fall back. At least they've got a little bit of safety. There's still one in the cubby, though. They haven't cleared. They'll never check. Or, excuse me, not the cubby. Underneath the balcony. That's SunPayus ready and waiting. 1 kill is his. And there's the final coming out from Hunter. G2, clean start to CT.
Yeah, he couldn't have made it back with that much time.
Yeah.
Who said that? That was stupid. Or the same guy who said Inferno is a good map for G2. I don't know.
Need to have a conversation with that guy. Tell him to step his game up.
But yeah, that's the problem when you go for a heavy mid default and you don't have anyone applying pressure early towards A. If the CTs decide to do the jiggle peek with the smoke out, right, well then they'll have that smoke very late into the round, and Vitality just had to go through it. Great play from Heavy God, finding a double kill there. Really stalling out the hit from Vitality.
Ooh, this walk through the smoke, though. ZywOo might be able to catch Malbs and Khan.
ZywOo hunting down that kill, and he's going to get away. Not scot-free, though. He's down to 16 HP.
That's the hero AK, and Apex gets his hands on the M4. ZywOo drops the AK over to Flamesy.
Well, now they have mid. They can exploit everything. They've got the defense split 2 and 2. They've got utility to play with as well. One last smoke on Mezzi, who's located in middle with that deagle. Whatever their final decision will be, I guess in this scenario, if you're Vitality, if you're Apex, you're trying to figure out where exactly you can place or leave a lurker. Normally seeing someone get boosted up in window, wrap around and try a different point of attack. But they'll just be splitting towards the B bomb site. Smoke up and con, that's the indication SunPayus needs to hustle over to the other side of the map.
Hunter at the market. And it's going to be one quick kill here on Messi. Going to go back again. And, well, Flames this time responding. Keeping Vitality moving forward as they are in search of their first round win. And that is the way they're going to get it. ZywOo give away his AK because of the damage he sustained. And he still comes in with impact on the Deagle. Heavy God is going to save his AK-47. And Vitality finally break through on Mirage.
I think Hunter really got caught thinking he was fighting against Deagles and pistols until that AK-47 slid out into the open. That one's a little bit brutal. 5-1 as Vitality post their first round. They won't find Heavy God, not going for a hunt, but on a low buy to win like this, it's going to reverse. ZywOo get a free AWP off the corpse of SunPayus, and everything's all good. It's a ZywOo!
Vitality on the board, G2 still plenty of money. Going to suck to lose to this type of a round, but can happen.
It can happen. Nicely done. This one right here. Flames is swinging out wide. This is a beautiful shot, obviously. Really made sure that round was never going to slip away. Round 7. Plenty of money on the G2 side with this early win, so they've got cash for quite some time. Going to be hard for Vitality to grind it all the way down. Aggressive play in towards underpass, a double push. I can't imagine they'd be stopping. It's coordinated with the boost up in towards the B hull, so they should have a lot of information, a lot of control, and Apex, you're in trouble.
Oh, the back turn though. They walk right into Apex, who actually has a chance here. What? Hunter just walked right into it.
I'm assuming
Apex had backed off.
I think because Apex was crouched and the railing of the stairs, I think Hunter just didn't see him.
Well, SunPayus went to hunt down the kill on Apex. Didn't get that opportunity. Now retreats back into the B-bomb site. And Vitality, thanks to Apex, have a 5v3.
A nice 5-on-3, and then you get to pump the brakes, wait for some timing, like make them nervous, make them hunt down some information. You call this out. 2 over at the A-bomb site right now. Do the flash and the footsteps. So Vitality know anywhere else they go on the map. Just one defender for the moment, but that can all change. Vitality taking this very, very cautiously.
Yeah, gonna be drifting all those forces over to the A-bomb site for the finish here, though.
We'll see if Apex clears B in time for the bomb to go back.
Yeah, and you can see it's running back through T-spawn now. So they do have time to get to the B-bomb site this time. Then there'll be smokes down at the window and the market doorway. And they can comfortably fire that bomb down into the site. And G2 might just consider that all save here.
I'm just kind of keeping track of how long it takes to get here. It was 30 seconds when they started, so about 20, 22 seconds.
Yeah.
Keep that one in your back pocket.
You had 5 seconds to plant as well, extra there.
If you're Vitality though, you go hunt, right? Like send a couple people. Rops is gonna try and find some things. Oh, beautiful. 1 kill, and that is the AWP, an expensive weapon.
And he heard Matusz jump up on apps. One player that's unknown.
I think from here you don't really go for a hunt. Already kind of up in Palace, very, very safe. You're so far away. You're happy with what you've got so far.
Yeah, and if they decide to leave Palace, ZywOo's got them in T-spawn, so you know they're trapped in that. They can't get away.
With this flawless round, Vitality will probably have enough money until the rest of the half. Pretty much, unless something goes horribly wrong.
Oh, horribly wrong indeed for Heavy God. Oh, Mattis.
Dang, right at the end.
Oh, they got everything. Nothing saved for G2.
That's cruel. They're just waiting to the very end and they get lulled into a false sense of security.
G2 will still have enough money to buy, and it will be a pretty good buy.
It's just the last one they got, isn't it?
Yeah.
After this,
this
you're
is
back down to fumes. Yeah, so I'm saying, like, the crouch down, you just never really saw him. That's actually kind of sick from Apex.
Situationally worked out there for Apex to get the second kill. Looks a little silly from Hunter's perspective, but you can understand why. And Vitality, we're getting a bit of a beatdown going on in those first 5 rounds, but starting to stabilize in this half. And as you mentioned, Jason, if they lose this, G2 are out of cash in terms of getting this powerful buyout. And it's a great start from ZywOo.
Lovely start to get that opening kill, and Vitality's just been ruthless when they've had these advantages in the early stages of the round. The game is just, they've been slowing the game down so much when they get a man advantage, a 2-man advantage, and it forces G2 to make these kinds of plays. This one is quiet. Heavy God and Mobs going for information. No way to know. ZywOo is just parked, waiting.
Oh, well,
damn.
maybe a little way to know. Apparently, Heavy God goes around and catches ZywOo behind the fences.
I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game.
Never doubt the God. He's going to go back again through the ramp. Second dip. Mezzi and Flames coming in from 2 different points of elevation, and then he gets a real punishment there. There's nothing he can do about that.
At least it's Heavy God, though, right? So you're selling the position of Mobs that he's not here. Especially with the presence of the AWP, they might not check. Good shot. There's Mobs with another, and the AWP rains down death.
Okay, SunPayus, that is beautiful work coming in from CT spawn, a triple kill. G2 win a must-win round. That keeps their money afloat. They're now 6-2 on the CT side. As you were saying, Yanko, though, you know, still a lot of opportunity for Vitality to continue to purchase throughout this. But it's good for G2 to be able to convert a 4v5.
I mean, you get the information with the Heavy God peak, right? They double peak them and you get called over as well. So there was a little bit of an early warning system there for G2, but altogether, this CT side has been lovely so far. 8 rounds in.
Heavy God is pushed up in towards ramp. He's going to actually just unleash. Oh, fantastic flash. It looked for a second there, but Rops would have absolutely guaranteed that kill, but the flash from Hunter comes in at the perfect time on the peak from Heavy God.
Just been very aggressive, the entire CT side from G2, you know, whether it's pushing up, whether it's just fighting for middle, now a flash play for ramp. They want to be very disruptive of Vitality early on in these rounds.
Seen a couple of those A ramp pushes as well. ZywOo just on the other side of that smoke is Mobs. You might be able to find the leg, and good shot from ZywOo. Swings out a little bit wider. Mobs caught between 2 mines and Khan. And Vitality can really apply the pressure now. Safety for Heavy God, excuse me, up in Palace. So keep an eye on that player on the radar.
Heavy God is still waiting for his time to strike. It's going to be Mattis out from the jungle. ZywOo is the victim of his rifle, and now Heavy God decides to move out of the Palace. He's gone out into the open. Mezzi having a fight and swivel between 3 different targets. He just can't handle that. And we are now seeing G2 really bounce back into this series. 7-2 the scoreline, and another timeout. Well, the first, in fact, here for Vitality.
That one had to feel for Vitality like they were just, that had to feel like you just were beaten so many different ways. You didn't know where the fights were coming from. Heavy God surprises you coming out of Palace. He got the kill on ramp, so you didn't have that prong of the attack as well. Op and player over a triple doing really good. G2's on point, right? Like this is what Vitality looked like on Inferno. This is what their defense looked like on that map. Just dropping them. Really nice openings, constant advantages. And so strong they can't break through.
Yeah, Vitality just getting outmaneuvered a bit in some of these rounds. Not really in a position where they can, you know, stretch the defense, so to speak. Heavy God with a couple of really big rounds, and they switch up the pace. Vitality, Flamesy, and close to connector real quick.
All right, Sunny. Oh, almost the flick, just barely gets down. 17 HP remaining. Rops finally able to bite back on some of these aggressive looks towards the A-bomb site early on from G2. And if you saw Rops there, would you ever expect Apex to be up in Palace? This feels like always has to end in a split towards the A bomb site. 2 or 3 streaming up con, 1 palace, 1 ramp. Apex just waiting for the right time.
Flames on the bench just have a little look up short as they get ready to go into Connector. Back turn on the stairs player. Knobs having to turn around, but Connector's already a threat and a problem as Flames gets one. Couldn't get the second kill, but that's Mezzi with fantastic spacing just to move forward. But G2 are still coming out on top of these fights, and they are 3 versus 2 in the player count department.
SunPayus has been so good with this AWP.
It is crazy. He's 13-3 right now. SunPayus has been unbelievable from that pistol round to pulling the AWP out. It has been SunPayus impact all half long. But can Mezzi and Apex combine together to win out a 2v3? The heavy lifting has to be done by Mezzi. He's the player with health. Apex is actually playing for the late rounds here over towards Tetris. Can Mezzi run this clock down? But he's not so clean on the first kill. He still gets back to it, but it's all on Apex now. There's a smoke for that bomb. That's going to make things really difficult here for Apex. He gets into a position to watch it, and what is that from SunPayus?
What?
No chance. Absolutely no chance. It's a close defuse as well. It came down to the wire. Maybe Apex could have stopped that, but SunPayus with a wallbang headshot through a smoke with a USP didn't really even look like he appeared on Apex's screen.
I feel like I need that in slow motion now, all of a sudden. SunPayus has been playing excellent. Feeling like he's might be building into some kind of a life game with a shot like that. I want to see it. Okay, so he sees the jiggle and just, he just takes the shot.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Woof.
I'm glad we've seen it from his perspective.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know he caught the jiggle.
Yeah. Well, Vitality, you know, they do have a buy, but it's not looking too pretty here. You're down the Galils, and they're just going to go for a quick pop into the A bomb site.
The buy doesn't concern me so much as like the A attacks have just not worked throughout this entire half. They've been getting completely schooled here. Let's see what happens this time around.
Well, it's Heavy God this time to step up and get his chance to break apart Vitality, and he does so with the rifle. He runs out of bullets and Rob's reeling them back in. 2 kills in this A site in a 3v3, but the bomb's not planted yet. It's only arriving now, and that fight at Hunter has gone the wrong way for G2, but it's Mattis making a moment happen to keep G2 in this fight. And it's down to SunPayus. If this truly is a life game, he'll win this 1v2, and there's the first out to the rifle. Into the open, SunPayus never in doubt. There's no beating out the Spaniard right now as he is stepping up time and time again for G2.
Okay.
Definitely some puppy on this map.
Yeah, we got him. Unbelievable. And this round he's just waiting the whole time for his moment to shine. Playing con with the AWP, he's just hiding behind the smokes, waiting for the point he can get involved in the action. I thought he might regret the switch to the M4, but he nails this.
Ay, caramba.
Aye, aye. Yeah, very happy with his performance right now. 9-2, G2 going for 10.
Cool to see from a player as well who coming back into this G2 lineup has constantly just said in interviews like, I've been waiting to get back to this point.
Let's win this round, boys. Yeah, let's get this round, boys. Yep, we know City's good.
All right.
Lots to take from that one.
Fingers crossed for you guys.
Good luck.
I ain't listening to all that. Sorry it happened.
Sunny P still going with the AWP. And we've got mobs inside of Connector. Rattled and battered down by Mezzi as Hunter now up to the mark, having to deal with the jumping flames and bullets whizzing through the smoke. He's had enough, so Hunter gets into the ladder room.
A lot of the conversation about Mobs taking over some of the Nico roles in that swap of players. He's really struggling, at least in this individual map, with that con presence and being an effective presence in that position. Vitality's been able to exploit him a number of times. This is the bomb, but it's all good.
Yeah, charging in that little jumping Mac 10 there from Flames. Now Heavy God and SunPayus. They'll give this a go, of course, in the 2v4, being the last round of the half. But whether or not they'll come close is yet to be seen.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 rounds for Vitality going to come on broken buys. So the chaos helps out in that situation. Unless
he's still alive. He started this half with a bang with a 4K in the pistol.
This is the life game test. If he wins this, if they win this 2v4 and SunPayus is just banging people out, that's a life game test.
The steps aren't really being taken to make it look possible right now. With this killer short, there it is. SunPayus goes down, Heavy God to follow. G2 with a heavy lead, 9-3 over Vitality, looking to bring this series to 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay,
Careful in the smoke. Careful, it's not normal. If he didn't throw nades, careful on the ground or something.
did they smoke con?
Pushed up mid. We don't know. Yeah, no smoke under, I don't see. Could be
Did
though.
they smoke con?
Underground, 2, one more. That's so done. He's locked still. He's dead.
Nice.
We should chill.
Well, here we go. Second half about to begin. G2 9, Vitality 3, a 6-round lead. That's a completely different G2 than we saw in the first map. We'll see if it continues. Vitality's defense is going to have to mount an impressive comeback. This round is live. We've got Flames over at the B bomb site, Rops over on short. We've got him joining up with ZywOo and Apex controlling that part of the map, and I think Flames is already going to call his boys back because a B hit is about to be coming.
Yes, it is imminent, Jason, and Flames going for a little risky jump peek, and it is not going to work out off the van. But Rops overwhelmed, flooded, in fact, by mobs. SunPayus following up, and it is all crumbled here. So a pistol round win for G2 locked in. It's now 10-3, and in terms of wanting to close out Mirage quickly, they've certainly taken the right step in that direction.
They've certainly taken the right step in terms of getting this map fully completed and wrapped up with a bow.
Well, Dust 2's the third.
Okay, well that should be great. That should be a lot of fun, especially if you get a SunPayus at this level. You get the AWP battle between ZywOo and SunPayus, battle of the impact AWP. All right, Mezzy. 3 quick one taps. Go. Bang, bang. Yes. No. Yes. 10-3. A commanding lead now for G2.
Yeah, to see Vitality come back into this, you really did want to see them win that pistol, convert it, shrink the gap as quickly as possible. When you don't find the pistol, though, it's...
I mean, you got another chance to bounce back at a point where you can still recover this half, which would be this next coming round, the full buy you're going to have here. ZywOo with an M4, MP9, upgraded pistols on the other 3. So, yeah, Vitality is just... They got to fight for every single round now to try and get a foothold.
I like the idea, you know, when you're on a weaker buy, you have one rifle, boost ZywOo up, give him a different position to come away with an opening onto SunPayus, and they'll start rattling bullets through to try and catch that player who was boosting ZywOo up.
Ooh, I can't believe he actually got away. Through all the smokes, he made the run.
Even threw a molly for, you know, that lower B play, but he was boosted up. It was just a sliver where they could stand, and he does find the entry.
I'm amazed SunPayus is like pre-aiming that as well. Although I guess at this level.
Was he?
Yeah, it felt like it. He had a pretty quick reaction to when he spotted ZywOo when he turned the corner.
We got the Deeg set up as turrets inside of this B bomb site. Rops on the lower ground, prowling around, and Mezzy boosted up to the window. They're going to drift ZywOo's M4 over. All right, this is the best chance for Vitality to win this round. They're coming to the right bomb site. You got all the heavy hitters here, including the M4. Well, they've just moved off. They've just went short.
Mezzy could use a tag or two.
Now he's forced away. The flash was so good, and here they come. Let's see what ZywOo can do with it. He's been quiet on Mirage. Out with a rifle into the B plate. ZywOo and Mezzy getting theirs, but can Mezzy get another? The Deagle's still primed, still ready for a peek, but Mezzy just couldn't connect on the further opportunity.
Yeah, ZywOo couldn't find a clean fight with that M4 as well, so he had to swing out a little bit wide to actually get it, and that sends him to his death. So that really, that M4 couldn't have the impact it needed. The bodies, the number of bodies were here, some of the initial kills were here, but a good recovery from G2. They're going to give this a go, obviously. 2-on-2. Apex has a nice timing on this flank. Still time for the defuse, but that's going to run out shortly. Flames trying to keep eyes towards catwalk, towards short. There's the drop. Need this kill fast. Time is very, very low. Apex has got it, but is there time?
Gonna be tight.
He's holding it.
He is holding it. It's very close. Oh, he's got it.
Just about. Last second defuse here for Apex.
That's the save. That's what Vitality need. That's the stop that gives them a chance to come back into this. You still have G2 who have some work to do. They need 3 rounds to close out this map and take us to the 3rd. So Vitality with this round win have done enough to keep their hopes alive for the moment. And if you can convert this and string them together, then you get G2 saving, and then you can close that gap against some of the weaker buys.
All right, Khalil for Mulbs. Everybody else on pistols here for G2. A great opportunity to get going here for Vitality. ZywOo is going to get the AWP out so early. Going to be a heavy B hit for G2, at least leaning that way for now.
Guess they want to test it again. They've been able to break through the defenses both the initial 2 rounds in this half.
That's true. Better weapons here now on the bomb side, though.
Zawu's got his AWP was the really scary thing. Let's see if they can get past it. He's going to be over on short. Reinforcements are quite a ways away. Rops, he's over by the murder hole now, so he can be there relatively quickly, but there might be already 1 or 2 streaming out into the bomb site for Mezzi to deal with.
He's also going to be smoked as the market window smoke being thrown out here by SunPayus. Minute left on the clock. G2 know their options, but to try and get into this site. ZywOo trying to disrupt it with that smoke himself. Great shot. A big flick out from ZywOo, but he couldn't get a second as he went back for it. Rops has raced back into this retake, and it's not even going to be a retake. It's meant rotate because Rops has arrived in a speedy fashion, and it's cleaned up. G2 don't get through.
Yanko, you hitting that shot?
Every day.
You hitting that shot?
Every day.
That's wild. Like half blind.
Yeah, exactly. I can't hit the sitters. These, like, the wild ones, of course.
You like Draken.
Yeah, I was going to say another Draken in the mix.
Oh my god, that was 1 bullet.
Nasty.
I didn't even notice
a robot.
that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that when it was live. He's just like, all right.
Oui. All right, we're down to Glocks then for G2. So this is going to be a 6th round for Vitality. ZywOo can make some money. You love to see that. He lost his AWP in the last round, but he can make money back and purchase it again.
This round, this map just got so much more difficult for G2. It's so frustrating. Remember, I mean, like, especially as Hunter as the new IGL, man, this is going to be a big test.
Have a request from chat, Jason, if you would stop glazing ZywOo for hitting a normal shot.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
But that's the problem with Jason. He just can't help himself.
Yeah.
You know, he loves glazing. He's just a glazer.
I'm afraid of what I will say if I try and respond to that. I'm afraid of myself.
What's your favorite type of donut, Jason?
Let's not worry about it. Let's not even think about it. ZywOo sees 4, drops the nade. He wants to go eco hunting, and he will. 3 quick kills.
Money! And you like that he lost the MP9 too, because it means he'll not feel obligated to use it. All right, so SunPayus, you know, will it be a live game or a live half? I think that's what everybody's asking.
Everybody asking.
Everybody asking, Jason. Here he comes. Out of the palace to his death. Is this happening? Are Vitality really going to pull this back?
Yeah, there's no reason not. Look at the CT side on Inferno. It was actually so good at the point of contact, so good in their 2-man units defending bomb sites. I think this defense can bring it all the way back. But Saw should be able to help out finding some solutions, him and Hunter combined. Especially with the way they were playing in that first half. Shouldn't be super concerned yet. SunPayus, 18 kills, 8 deaths. Heavy God with 12, Mobs with 11. Got a core delivering you some kills. You should be able to find some success. So we'll see what they come out of the timeout with.
Yeah, G2 still with a 10-6 lead, but the economy up and running now for Vitality. So if they're going to get to 13, it's going to have to be 3 gun rounds by the looks of it.
It's going to be hard to grind that away, isn't it?
And the T side, not too hot on that first map.
A worrying sign. Maybe the G2 offense is a little sluggish today. That catwalk smoke, window smoke are up for mid control. Apex some timely spams, but it's going to be a slow-paced round. Spread into a default is G2.
Oh, ZywOo, he got the ult back. He went for the pick, lands the damage. If it receives too much himself, he's on 9.
Not the biggest deal, because you can still just park him at the B bomb site, right? He doesn't have to leave. You can let Mezzi be the rotator, the one who's a little bit more mobile across the map, and just have that op give you a deep angle in towards hulls.
Really trying to delay the timings for G2 with those HEs for underpass, incendiary.
All right, defensive smoke on short from Mezzi as he backs off as well. So there's a huge gap of information in middle, which is where all the utility that G2 just threw is about to be fading. So it feels like at the moment Vitality's operating under the assumption of contain them in middle, get them when they go up short, up con, up window, but that's not at all where G2 is. They've wrapped all the way around to A ramp, and an execute is forthcoming.
Oh, great flashbang. Heavy God. Ended a heavy shot to the head. Rops out a sandwich into 1 kill at least. Looked like there was a wall to which he went down with nothing. Here comes Apex swinging out onto the bench. Another kill for Vitality, and it's all fallen to Mobs with 30 seconds left on the clock. That Molotov is going to keep the Palace player at bay.
What?
And then what is happening? That walk up the stairs could have been a disaster, but Vitality still coming out on top. The gap is now just 3 rounds.
That's Mezzi really playing like a British player.
Yeah?
Really doing it.
Yeah, he's just doing his John Travolta impression.
He's just like, wait, let me see what's going on over here at the bomb site.
Yeah, but that was a great read from Vitality. Mazzy was already in jungle when this hit was coming in. The flash play to clear apartments. They just kept fighting, having the extra numbers there. And
Oh, man.
G2 now, another problem not getting the bomb down, is back to a half buy they go, and looking like another B hit.
Oof. Oh, indeed. That is heavy. Yeah, it's a big blow. Mezzi dropping Mattis. It's Rops out from short. Clean on that kill on Mobs on the descent down to onside. Mezzi not ready for that. Heavy God moves to the smoke, catches him off guard. Then Rops on the cleanup. Final few bullets makes it happen. And suddenly it's 10-8. Will this be complete collapse for G2? And return to a buy now. SunPayus is going to get the AWP out.
Well, it feels like every low buy has been, you know, a heavy hit towards the B bomb site, so Vitality is probably going to be starting to sense that. Money just continuing to grow for the Vitality defense as well, so this task for G2 is getting harder and harder. They still have a 2-round lead, but that's disappeared quickly. ZywOo makes the jump up to ladder room, over towards a short angle. And Rops is ready to be the aggressor.
He's got himself into the smoke. And tosses the grenade in behind those top mid boxes.
All right, well, a lot of information. Vitality, they know the nades and the Molotov would have flushed anyone out from behind those boxes, so while mid was pressured and had utility down in place, they know it's clear.
G2 failed to secure mid control, and they only have 2 smokes left. So are they going to use them again for window? Well, they will, one of them, so that's just 1 smoke left for the bomb site hit. And
So you have to take mid with this smoke.
Vitality is still posted up there. I mean, ZywOo's still there.
They've had eyes on everything this whole time. They know nothing's changed. Now they can see these smokes coming in. They're going to be paused and ready for a fight.
Oh, ZywOo straight up towards top middle. Rops has taken the opener on Hunter, and Flames waits on top of the wood. Here come Vitality, trying to just bring it back to just 1 round gap as G2 leap through the ramp. It is another collapse as Heavy God trying to pull his team back into it, but incapable of doing so. G2 took a while to get back to a bye, but as soon as they do it, still a Vitality win.
Do you think they were kind of hamstrung by being too committed to a call that wasn't there anymore after the first timing? You know, like when you throw those nades, you take mid, then you get forced out of mid. Going back to a strategy that requires that mid control, it's almost like you're just so dedicated to the idea at the start of the round.
I just don't think this is the type of a round you should call considering the situation, right? Like Vitality is won a lot of rounds in a row. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They're going to be aggressive. They're not going to cede map control to you. You know, they're going to be brawly. So you need a heavy mid default, and you need to win the round during the mid fight.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's one way to open things up. Hunter speeding up short. Mezzi, he's running out of bullets. He needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to reload. Oh, his teammate's just being domed. Mezzi keeping it clean, economical on those bullets, but finally dropped by Mattis. And some speed for G2 and a flank from Mobs. Look at this, round the back lines. Apex has no idea. Mobs is going to easily take him down with a deagle. Looking for the second on Flames. And Flames is going to fall. So G2... they get a round win out of running up short. Hunter with a clean shot and a Heavy God. What is that? I have to say from his perspective, the kill on ZywOo.
That's a nasty flashbang to activate the short push. That's actually so brutal. Was that Rops that was playing that with the M4? He got just so uncomfortable in that fight. What a turn of events. First round in the second half for G2, and it came in such a timely fashion.
And for Vitality, it was the hero AK. Wow, that was disgusting from Heavy God.
Not their first win in the second half, excuse me. They did win the pistol. First win in a long time.
So they did the same back to Vitality. And again, setting up for that B hit. But it's different in a gun round, because if they smoke off short and smoke off market, they're having good timing here. There's only Mezzi towards the B bomb side.
Oh, well, they're not having a good time.
What are they doing? Mezzi is on the B bomb side.
Only Mezzi, he says.
But Mezzi is enough. Mezzi looking for a third, finally dropped, and as soon as you get rid of Mezzi, well, it's all back on. It's G2. Have SunPayus finally striking again with the AWP. ZywOo is not having a fun time. He's been domed in the last round by Heavy God, this time by Hunter. And although Mezzi does some great work, G2 still withstand. And that third map reopens yet again.
Damn, well, there was a flip that just switched off that one round win, and the pace has changed as well. It's been faster, it's been more aggressive, it's been way more in their face. This is a beauty of a shot from Hunter onto ZywOo. That might have actually saved the round. ZywOo could have done some real damage with an AWP from there.
Let's go.
All right, fast again. This time it's going to be Malms and SunPayus going for a peek and a boost in towards the A ramp, but not going to be finding too much, so dismount and slow down. Vitality do want to close it in 2 now. Overtime required. Felt like they were on a rail straight back into the game here.
Well, I think Vitality's going to be pleased this round is a lot slower. Also, going to be very pleased that that window smoke missed.
Intentional, though, Jason, as all of them are.
As always, yes. But yeah, I mean, these are the rounds Vitality hasn't really had any kind of a problem.
All right, ZywOo finally...
They must not think that an AWP was going to be in play, right? Like, that's the only explanation for that one? That's all I've got.
Well, either way, ZywOo's going to be very happy about the opportunity for taking that mid kill. Also got Hunter damaged, SunPayus significantly damaged on 19 HP. They've got mid control to an extent here at G2, and they'll re-smoke the window, or rather smoke it for the first time. A little bit of time here for G2 to figure this one out.
Shot at the flowers. Everyone's a little trigger happy and nervous. Another great opening shot from Mezzi. Back to the A bomb site we go. Flames has been a menace, and once again, playing underneath the balcony. They've got a Molotov for this position.
Yeah, but what is a Molotov to Flames right now, Will? His teammates are all going down, so we do need to see Flames step up if Vitality are going to be able to stay alive here. It's Mezzi with a great headshot on Mattis, and the swing from Flames to confirm it at 12-10. Overtime still a dream and a possible reality.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say I'd be surprised if we see another slow round from G2 by the end of regulation, right? And So is taking a timeout, so I don't know if he's saying right now, guys, they're going to expect us to do something fast, so he's going to tell them how to execute a slow round, what he wants them to do precisely, or maybe just what sort of a fast round to go for. I think
it's hard. Like, dude, it's a really tough call to make at this point with the coach of the IGL, just because you really have no money out of this after your G2. So this call has to be like you're feeling right now. Like this is the best chance you're going to have to win the game in regulation.
Yeah, and your T side has not been good. You don't want this to go into overtime.
I think though, you definitely want to do something fast at the start of the round to draw out utility. You know, if they fake a B execute early or a B pop, like that's going to cause an over-rotation. Maybe you do that, try to boost window, something along those lines.
I'll smoke up to the window this time.
Slow round. They're looking for the aggression from Vitality. It's going to come. SunPayus waiting with the ult. Malbs behind the smoke, going to wrap around. Does Rops want to fight or does he want to back off?
Did a really weak A fake with just a smoke bench, molly sandwich, and a flash. Didn't really do all too much.
Malbs gets chunked down, waiting in middle. He's going to be joined up by Hunter, SunPayus. For utility with that AWP, Madison Heavy God are going to be joined by him. The AWP going to follow things up. It'll be a split towards the B bomb site. Mid-round, a little bit late, but these smokes have now come out in Conan and window, so it must be now.
Here comes Rops. Oh, and Malbs was not ready. Hands were busy, grenades out. And a huge step in the right direction here for Vitality to try and grab 11. We've got Rob still a short. That's going to be the priority for Mattis, and he clears him out easily. It's Apex off the bench into the double kill, and SunPayus stuck in the apartments, nowhere to go, no money in the bank. It's off to the safe call, and it's off to regulation's final round, 12-11. Vitality have brought it all the way back.
You so much want to save this AWP, but you know you're going to be hunted down. So much time left, 22 seconds on the clock. SunPayus, this AWP might be the best weapon they have in the next round. It will be if he can carry it
But
forward.
look how close they are to him. It does not look like SunPayus is going to get away with this. And he won't. No mercy whatsoever. AWP is gone. Money's gone. And G2 have to face the reality that they had such a big lead. They won the pistol coming into the second half as well. And Vitality have clawed it all the way back. 1 round away from overtime. And based on the buys that are going to be coming up here, Vitality are favored to head into OT.
Man, I don't know what you call here if you're G2. I don't know if you prioritize the rifles and you want to go for a little bit more punch and do kind of a one-step hit. If you go for the pistols, you can have a bit more utility, do something a bit fancier. Regardless, they're sent forward towards the A bomb site. A show of force in middle with utility, but that's not where the attack is going to come from. And it's ZywOo alone as the sole defender.
Here they come out of the A ramp. G2 are going to be walking down into the A bomb site. ZywOo still waiting at CT. Paranoid about the Palace peak, but he gets back to Mattis just in time. Flame still hiding, shrouded by the smoke inside of Sandwich. He will now push out into the open. Domed by the Malbs Deagle. Heavy God hitting hard, but gone himself. And so it is all Malbs. The Guatemalan looking to be godly with this Deag. And he'll plant down in the site, but he can't commit to it. Needs the 1v1, and he just isn't going to get it. Vitality Dragons kicking and screaming into overtime.
There it is, comeback completed. So nicely done from Vitality. Remember, they lost the pistol round in the second half as well. They had to convert the second round force buy to be in this position. And man, G2 just ran out of gas, it felt, on that T side. I think just ideas not flowing. Not able to figure out a solution to the problems they were facing. B bomb site seems to be the only place really they could find success. A was closed throughout this half. Great work from Flames on defense. No time to talk things over. We get right back into things.
Slow rounds haven't really worked for them, so you wonder if they're just going to make that adjustment or try to win a slow round first before changing the pace.
Look at this boost. Oh, this is... Ooh. Robs has flirted with this. Third time I've seen him kind of make this walk-up catwalk to behind the smoke, and every single time he's backed away. A little bit of chip damage, a lot of damage at the...
Yeah.
Malbs having a rough time, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not happy about that. Taking out Vitality, have the opening kill of overtime.
Oh, bait him with the footsteps. I know you want to peek, Heavy God.
Yeah, try and pull him into ZywOo's scope. ZywOo looks at Palace just as the peek comes in, so Heavy God gets away with one there. ZywOo worried about Connector. Rapid comms right now, knowing exactly what he's up against. Great response from Mattis. Wall banging it back, spins around and gets the short kill as well. Mattis keeping G2 in this round.
Well, he's got to go back and get the bomb, so they're going to lose that mid presence. And a lot of this is just going to be on Heavy God because the bomb is all the way back towards the B halls.
And they know where both of them are at this point in time, so a decision to be made from G2 how they want to finish this round in a 2v3. It's not going to be easy.
Well, you keep Mezzy parked. I was wondering if you'd maybe have him push and shrink the map, get a little bit more of an advanced position. But he's just going to wait deep on the platform at the B bomb site. And that's exactly where Madison Heavy God are headed. 25 seconds. Don't have a lot of time to be cautious and clear corners.
They're being loud about it.
Yeah, Mezzy's so ready for this now. Surely at least gets one kill, and then now we're putting him in a position to close it out. He gets a dink as well. All right, Mattis has just been handed such a difficult clutch here. 1v3 total. Low HP. Fire forces him into the open. He's got 4 health left to his name, and he's got a headshot. Oh my God, Mattis brings it close. He needed to do absolutely everything, and he was so damn close to doing it. But Vitality put him in the ground and grabbed 13.
That's a beautiful attempt.
Yeah, you have to applaud that one. That is an NT.
What a brilliant shot towards Market. Way to just really understand the situation
Felt like a light bulb moment for him, right? Why isn't this short guy peeking me?
Yeah.
Ah, the Market guy is holding me. Let me kill him real quick.
Let me take care of this rat first.
And I mean, if Mezzy hadn't dinked him, he might have
won the
very
round.
well clutched it.
Whew.
I know, I think G2 understand that it might be predictable to change the pace, but
I know, it might
this
just be
isn't
necessary.
working, you know, and I think on Mirage it gives you a chance, or at the very least fake the execute, right? Like, you don't have to necessarily just go into a rush or an execute or something real fast, but do that.
Give the look, see if you can introduce a little panic in the first 20, 30 seconds.
For me, it's also because when it's not working that much, your players lose confidence, and they, in the default, don't take initiative, don't call for things, don't make moves, so
right.
It has a butterfly effect of sorts.
Okay, well, Robs missed through a smoke over towards Catwalk, so he's going to get punished by it at the end of the day. We're still playing around with things. So not able to keep track of middle the way he would have liked. Flamesy kind of caught over in Con. Is sticking around for a fight a little bit long. Actually, the Vitality defense just seems like it's a little bit confused at the moment. Both ZywOo and Apex huddled up at the murder hole, now spreading out across the map.
Yeah, we've got under a minute left, and G2 are going to be going for this A plight.
Yeah, Vitality, no. Once again, 3 players at this bomb site in the late round.
Yeah, they're going to be arranging their defenses with Apex playing in front of the smokes if they are to come in. Flames is available out from jungle. And ZywOo's op at CT spawn. Here comes the utility. Flashes over the top. For a moment, Apex is blinded, but ZywOo peeking in towards SunPayus. It's a big shot from the French sniper. Apex gets spotted. But as long as he stays alive, well, he won't. As Mattis just runs over the top of default, Flames into the site, and a double kill off the bench. And Mezzi getting involved, cutting off Malls from Connector, putting it all on Hunter's shoulders.
Yeah, but the ZywOo reposition is going to throw him for a loop. He was feeling that CT pressure, now not realizing yet that ZywOo's worked his way all the way around towards jungle. Him and Mezzi moving up, and Hunter's going to sink back into A ramp for a little bit of safety.
2 flashes left, no smoke to put onto that bomb. Hunter keeps it quiet over towards the ramp. Now the steps starting to be made inside of the bomb site as they race around trying to find where Hunter is hiding. Eventually they'll realize it has to be the ramp. The flash goes in, Hunter gets in front of it. Into the fight he goes, but 2 different points of elevation. Very difficult for Hunter to pull that off. And it's going to be a 14-12 scoreline as Vitality edge closer and closer to a 2-0 win.
Yeah, and the CT side is looking real sharp, just like it did on Inferno. Saul's going to call his timeout in overtime to talk things over with the boys, and still trying to answer that same question they have been this whole time is how do we make these slower rounds work? How do we make the slower tactics work? And where's the weakness that we can exploit?
This is more like the Vitality from the first half of the year, right? You get them close, you think they're going to lose the map, and somehow they're undying. They find a way to come back into it. Even at the end there, after that round with that fast cat entry from Hunter regulation, you think, okay, maybe that's enough to finally close out the map, and Vitality still find a way to stay in the map.
I think a lot of it. I think the bomb site anchors have been doing great. Mezzi over at the B bomb site, Flames over at the A bomb site. Flamesy doesn't have quite the number that Mezzi has, 15 versus 22, but when they have come to his height, he's gotten double kill minimum.
Sick boys, we're fighting like dogs. We're winning the dog fights.
That is beautiful. Put that on a t-shirt.
That is poetic.
ZywOo. Down middle. Oh, you show a little bit, and it's enough. ZywOo dropping SunPayus. Second kill offered up, but Heavy God's going to grab it onto Flames.
I cursed Flamesy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. Goes down easy. Rops now picks up the op. ZywOo's got the other one. Different side of the map, but Rops can make this work.
Nice little jiggle to spot the Palace player. He'll stay alive. Rops not committing himself to the open. Nades are coming in, and that's going to finish him off. G2 have the player advantage here, but can they close out the round to prevent Vitality from having a flawless CT half? ZywOo is the only man that can stop that from becoming reality here. He's got a 1v3, and that plant is going down in the middle of the site.
I really feel like Apex might be chewing Flamesy out for this one, because it's after he dies, Apex turns towards Abs. That's when he dies to Malb's sneaking connector, and the round falls apart for Vitality, who are looking to have a flawless
Okay,
first half of overtime.
Utility's gone in the right position, and that's the nade, and suddenly it's a 1v1. ZywOo, oh, so close, but Mattis will stop him.
Where are you going, Dinko?
I was walking off. I was like, I'm done. Effie, what is that?
Mattis, I'll tell you what, Mattis' first bullet has been sharp in these past few rounds. That's a very nice final kill to make sure ZywOo can't do a damn thing in the clutch, because he was putting it together.
All right, so back to T-side, Vitality go. What the problem was for them, they couldn't handle the aggression from G2. G2 was breaking their default with...
Aggressive on A ramp.
Yeah.
Mid presence from the CT side. What else you got?
That's it.
And that's it.
What more do you need?
SunPayus to come back.
He even tried the double underpass play, but it didn't work.
Oh my god. He went from having the best half ever with everything just going right for him in the first half of the game to just everything going miserable for SunPayus. Just blinded completely in the open. Now Rops, chance for a second kill. Mattis Oh, he's going to be so frustrated about this. Vitality now, 2-player advantage, looking for map and series point.
This is the conversation that G2 is going to have after this game and be like, you know what, we had the opportunity that we worked hard for and we let them get away with one. This is...
They are who we thought they were.
I know, I wanted to say
we let them off the hook.
I wanted to say it without going there, you know? I wanted to get the message across without descending into the meme.
I want to give props to G2 though. They're staying true to their identity, you know, just because it went to overtime and they didn't close it out, they didn't change the way they play on the CT side.
Still a real chance here. 2 defenders at this bomb site. Heavy God Malbs, they're looking to swing, they're looking to fight, they want to be aggressive.
Heavy God coming down the ladder. What is that? Apex just down the ladder, gets rid of Heavy God. Malbs tries his best to keep his team in this fight, and it's still open. It's still an opportunity as Hunter comes in for a 1v2, and that's the bomb going down. All of a sudden, it's Hunter versus Mezzi in the clutch.
Oh, that's actually a sick Molotov. It lands right on the bomb, which means Mezzi has to wait 5, 6, 7 seconds for it to fade away so he can pick things up, and now he's got no idea.
Where is it?
Oh, he goes into the open, and it's a murderous headshot from Merriman. Oh, somehow, someway, that round still comes close. G2 look like they're going to be out on their feet once that Apex ladder slide pays off, but Malbs gets him a double, Hunter finds 2 of his own, and suddenly it's a 1v1.
Dude, Apex.
This is some BS right here.
He got away with one here. That's not reasonable. He had some luck stored up. G2 had, what, I think four chances to close things out in regulation?
He likes to move, so he's really good. Nice!
Oh, that burst my eardrums. As ZywOo bursts them open in mid. As Malbs and Hunter both gone.
I don't care. Was that Apex? That was a great read. That's from the clutch. He likes to move in the, so watch out CT, and then it clicked for Mezzi. He found the kill. 5v2 looks like Vitality going to book a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, just around the corner. Mattis and SunPayus. Just got to go through the motions. But Vitality, they start off EPL Season 22 with a loss to the Gentlemates. We all start to wonder what Vitality are coming into the tournament.
Might have been a bucket of cold water on their face, right?
Yeah, it seemed like it was.
Yeah, it woke them up.
Because the recovery was fantastic.
And they're just being ruthless now. 15 to 13, 5 on 2. You've won the round in every way except for actually winning the round. As long as you don't just stumble into something silly and miss a detail, it's all fine. So Vitality slowed things down and they'll just play the trade game.
All right. So ZywOo, utility at the ready for what is going to be the final maneuver into the A bomb site to confirm playoffs for Vitality.
The final push. SunPayus with the hot hand cooled off as the game went on, but it's a little bit back now. That's a fast flick. And he can descend backwards and let Mattis play next.
Yeah, well, Mattis's rifles look sharp, but not sharp enough as G2 are blunted. It is Vitality to stand up and celebrate as they have qualified into the playoffs. They start with a loss here at EPL Season 22, but they bounce back in clinical fashion, handing out losses to Gamer Legion, Ho2, and now the biggest name yet in G2.
And feeling in this series, especially that Inferno CT side, saw it a little bit in the Mirage CT side, some of the Vitality swagger is starting to show back up, starting to come back in. Bad sign for playoffs.